Welcome back to wook+. I'm Weekend Wook, freezing my ass off, joined by Kev the Great Went and Mr. T Strong. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Oh, you mean that's a function choice, not a fashion choice? I
Yeah,
thought you were
man.
just
Today
doing it.
was cold as shit, and my furnace broke.
What?
At yeah, I got it fixed, but man, the house dropped so fast. Well, you don't know what it's like being out in LA, but shit, man. Inside the house got down to the 40. Like inside the house got down
Right.
inside the 40s within like an hour. I was like, holy shit.
Damn.
You got
We're
a
good now,
fireplace,
though.
don't you? You
What's
got a
that?
fireplace.
Yeah, well, that's why it wasn't that bad. I mean, the wife and girls went by the fireplace. We got a space heater out, and then I got someone over, and we got it all fixed up. But no, it all worked out. Anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here because it's Wednesday night, and this is what we do every Wednesday night.
But that's why you're wearing the hat, and that's what we were talking about. Like that's
Right. The big thing tonight, spoiler, I got confused as shit trying to figure out this festival planning, and I'll be honest, I got a little bit anxiety trying to come up with the plan. So we're gonna try to work this out as a group, get team chat involved. We're all just gonna go through the site and like figure out what the fuck Fish is doing. It seems cool. Like it seems like they put a lot of thought into it, and they gave a lot of options, and they're really trying to be like all encompassing and let you really cater your plans to like how you want to do it. But at the same time, I think they forget that we're a bunch of wooks, and like it should just be like pay this much, get to go to festival. You got to pay a little bit more, get treated a little bit better. That's it. Two options. You're either custy or you're a wook, and that's all you get. But instead, they have like 400 options, and I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
They should have done it like Trivago, and you just selected your price range, and they're like, "This is what you get.
This is what you can
Start
afford.
a
This is
wook
what you
travel
get.
agency where we add like 5% on, and we do all the wook planning for everybody.
Oh, I was
That would
thinking
be-
tents. I want to get a bunch of tents, and I can just rent them out to people. I'm an hour from the place. Just stop by my house. You can rent a tent for the weekend.
That's not a bad idea, Kev. You should actually set up a whole surplus store
Mhm.
outside of your place, like whatever whatever you need.
Yeah.
Just like a pre-lot Kevs.
Right, you're flying in from California to stop by, pick it up. We'll
Right,
send you on the
from
road.
batteries to 12 packs.
Yeah.
Like just come by Kevs. He's got it all.
Gotta go to Kev's.
come for the supplies, stay for the conversation.
I can tell my wife, like, while we're packing, I was like, oh, don't worry about it. If we forget something, we'll just stop by Kev's.
I thought it was go for the Blarney, stay for the Stones.
Yeah, I was just thinking we really missed an opportunity not doing a slogan tonight for the festival. That was a huge swing and a miss.
Well, the festival is in August, so there's plenty of opportunity.
I know, but
join us next week. We'll have a brand new slogan.
We'll have a new slogan for you.
Well, anyway, before we figure all that shit out, which I think, looking at the chat, I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat, which makes me feel better, a little less stupid. But before we do that, I guess it's not the Dead, it's Bobby. Who else was out there? Did Mickey go out there?
Yeah, Mickey was
there.
there.
Teal was out there. It was everyone except for Mayor?
Yeah, everyone except for Mayor.
And instead of Mayor, it was Rick.
One night, and Derek and Susan the other night were out there. The first night was a Wolf Brothers show.
Oh, yeah.
And Sturgill Simpson came out with them. I think Brittany Greer might have. It was pretty good. I listened to all of them. I just listened to the O'Teal today. That set was really funny. He had Jason Crosby and Melvin Seals with him, and bunch of the horns from Tab, Natalie, and
was that with O'Teal?
Yeah,
that's
played with No Teal. And then the two Dead shows, I personally like the Derek night better. A lot of other people like the Rick night better. Mr. Charlie with Susan singing was fantastic. And I guess it came down to the estimated. I'm still a Mayor guy on the estimated solo. Rick just didn't get it. And it seems some of it was the transition from Scarlet to Fire was rocky. And O'Teal was still singing Fire when the rest of the band was trying to end it. And, there were just some weird, I guess, you have this group of people.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's hard because they're not well tuned. You know what I mean? Like, especially coming off that last tour what it was. Like, I think so many people involved and so many different working parts on that was a little it was going to be a little messy. You just hope like at least some of the jams and some of the shit worked out right, and they did. Like they sounded there was a lot of good that came.
And you know, one of the nights or both nights, I think O'Teal played the first set, and Don Was played bass in the second set. So that was
really
interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I think it would have been really fun to catch. It sounds like it was a good time, and everybody had a real fun time with it. I'm still kind of. So is it on Nugs now? How are you listening to it?
Archive.org.
Okay.
Bad
Tapers
Signal
or
Rick.
boards?
It's tapers. Bad Signal Rick from Twitter has been uploading them.
Yeah.
I think Dose Everybody is his at.
I don't
think,
understand
like you said there,
why.
Tim.
Oh, that's sweet. I don't understand why they didn't like release it officially. It's kind of maybe they knew it was going to be janky. Maybe it was like, hey, we don't want to widely distribute this if like it's not going to be 100% on.
But they could have done the whole, like you said, because there were so many different things going on. It was a really cool event all around. So there was so much.
There wasn't other shit going on either. Like there was playoffs and stuff, but like the weekend was pretty open for music.
And you really could have like the late night shows and the DJ shit, like everything would have been really fun to catch and just see. And
and you're right there. I mean, you stumble back across the beach to your bed, you wake up to a buffet,
Oh man, Fish Mexico FOMO hasn't kicked in yet, but that's coming up around the corner. I mean, every year I'm pretty certain I'm never gonna do it just because the price and all but every year I watched all those wooks out there on the beach. I'm like, man, that looks really fucking nice. I wish I was doing that.
Llama did it last year and had a great time,
He came back a changed man.
I don't know about leaving the country.
Llama.
I don't know. I don't have a passport.
With all the facial recognition stuff at the border these days, and I don't know, man. You have problems getting out of Vegas. I don't know if you can get back across the border.
Right, I know.
Internationally.
It's like MSG, man. I got you on camera.
Exactly.
All right. Any other closing thoughts on Dead Ahead? I didn't watch it or listen to it, but
I'm interested to see what goes forward from here. Like the Sphere rumors are, in full effect with Mayer coming back, so we'll get that hopeful back together.
Was this a one-off thing,
right,
or did they do the Sphere as Dead and Company, and then next summer it's another further kind of thing with a couple bands and maybe only playing sheds instead of playing the stadiums? That would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, there's an appetite out for it, obviously. There always will be. And Bobby seems like he's going to play until he dies. Like he's no slowing down. So there'll be some iteration of it. All right. Yeah. Let's figure this shit out. You guys want to figure this out?
You're antsy for getting into this. I can tell.
I just want to know what we're doing. Like, I mean, come on.
You did just say it isn't until
tomorrow.
You did just say it isn't until August, though. I mean, come on, man.
But if we want the RV, we gotta buy the RV now.
If we're doing the RV, we gotta do. And what are we doing? The GA RV or the Glen Close RV? And how is it priced? I mean, this is the shit that we need to figure out.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What are the benefits of going Glen Close over GA except that it has its own entrance?
It has, my understanding is that it has nice shitters and running water.
And air conditioning.
But you have an RV, so you can shit in the RV.
Right.
You just don't piss in the RV.
No, I agree. So I think if you're camping, it might be worth considering the Glen Close if the money works out. If you're RVing, you just do the fucking GA RV. Unless you sell out of GA RV passes, because that's what everybody's doing, and then you have to get the Glen Close RV pass because it's the only pass that's available. It's like Platinum Charity or something.
Right. Now I wonder what if entertain this thought. What if you get $250 spots, right, and get 2 passenger vans, because it's not an RV, but it would be big enough to keep everything in, and then you'd have tents to set up.
I was thinking about that because, like, I was like, I got a F-150 with an extended bed, and I could build like a little camper over it and sleep 2 or 4 in it, and have like or get like a big passenger van. That would still count as a car, right?
I think. Well, what's the size? Can we look at what the size?
I don't know. Where do you want to start, Ken? I don't know anything about this. That's what I'm saying.
Well, click on the camping and RVs. No, camping and RVs. We want to click on.
We're gonna start with the RVs, even though you just suggested an idea that requires no RV.
It said camping and RV.
All right.
One of these nights we should just play Monopoly live together.
All right.
This is gonna end well.
So this is the base level. This is 150 is the camping pass, right? That's for early, which you got to get early because you got to keep in mind with the map. Did you guys look at this map? One of the GA lots is down here past the fucking highway.
Well, you pay the extra money to go Wednesday.
GA, get the early GA so you could choose and go up here. You don't want to get stuck in the end GA. That would be bullshit, right?
Right, but that's why you go Wednesday. You can buy the extra day.
That's what I just said. That's why you do the early Wednesday, because you could get it cheaper, $20 cheaper for Thursday. But I'm saying it's worth the $20 to go in on Wednesday. Right?
Right. So it's 150. It's 20 extra bucks.
Who's got a calculator? All right. Car camping is what the fuck is this? Group car camping.
That you get 4 spots guaranteed to be together.
Okay.
So you could
you have to pay an extra 50 just just to be together?
You don't have to show up together. I guess it's a thing where if one of your buddies isn't showing up till Thursday right before the show, his spot will be there next to you guys.
No, if you're not showing up, then fuck off.
Right. It says somewhere on there that if you want to park next to someone, make sure that you butt kiss each other and like caravan and make sure you're together, and you can probably work it that way.
Right. We do this with a lot at like Dick's or Deer Creek or whatever. Right. Like you do it. Like this is not that all right. So this we're striking. This is a dumbass idea. We're not paying that extra money.
I still want to have thing 1 and thing 2 on the vehicles if we have 2 vehicles.
Yeah. All right. I think my take is that the group car thing is not necessary. I think a little extra planning and show up together, you'll be fine. All right. Now this is where shit starts to get complicated. RV camping, bring your own RV. We got to do powered, right? Because otherwise you're running your shit, generator, burning fuel, 800. Now this doesn't include the passes. So it's passes plus 800.
Right. Now click on view more info, please.
Where's that shit?
No. Yeah, there you go. All right. So you get the GA pass, and that's your size is 25 by 45. Scroll up and see if it gives you the camping size.
Oh, 10 by 30.
10 by 30. So your vehicle has to fit in the 10 by 30 spot. So if we had a 22-foot
that's fucking not bad though, because a parking spot is 9 by 18, like a standard parking spot. Mm-hmm. So it's essentially 1.5 spots and a little bit wider. I don't think that's bad. If you have 2 of those together, it's the same thing. Right. But without spending $800.
Right. Well, we have to make sure of the size of the car.
Yeah.
Cars.
And how much of a footprint do the tents take up then if you have to put a tent up?
Are you allowed to put tents up?
Yeah, you can put a tent up next to your car. Yeah.
As long as you're within the space.
Yeah.
So like a tent is like 8 by 8, right?
Right.
You could put 4 tents up and an RV and a truck.
You're the engineer.
Yeah, that's what I just said. All right.
I don't know how
excellent content.
How are they going to get a bunch like 30,000 wooks to stay in their grid?
They're not.
Anarchy.
I mean, it's all well and good that they're planning this, but I mean, I just see it being a free. They're like, you can't drive around. It says no skateboards. Nothing that can make you go faster than walking is how they put it.
Yeah, but it's fucking fields. Who's skateboarding on a field?
Is there roads? We're not. Is there any roads to skateboard on?
But how are you going to carry your cooler of beer around if you don't have a skateboard?
Where the fuck are you going with your cooler of beer, Kev? You're going
to wander at like your lawn chair. You go wander at 3 in the morning.
Can you bring a wagon with like wheels, like a pull thing?
Yeah, of course you can.
There you go. Like in the RV, of course we have a couple of those that you can just.
Jason's right, Kev. Jason's 100% right. It'll be mad chill.
How many cases of beer you think we need? Like 15?
Wait, whoa. We're not to the beverages portion of this yet. We're still figuring out the RV. I actually like this because it's up to 6 people. So 800, into 6 is not that bad.
It's 150 each.
Is it? Yeah.
Something like that. Close.
It's like 133. Like 100. Yeah.
Right. And then plus the cost of renting the camper, which is probably going to be $150 a day. So if you have it Wednesday to Tuesday, you're going to have to get it 7 days, because by the time you get out Monday, you probably aren't driving right down there. You're going to want to clean it up.
Yeah.
So what I want to know is the Glen Close RV versus the GA RV. If there's anything.
Oh, but it's only for 2. Oh, everything in Glen Close, look, it says all for 2. Oh, wait, there's car camping for 8.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Would you get passed? Do you get passes?
Wait, scroll down. What does it say? Add up to 4 additional Glen Close admission passes at checkout for $650 per person.
So you can have as many as you want, but
you can have up to 6 then.
So it's basically like $1,000 a person for the first 2, which includes the RV pass and the passes to get in, and then each additional person. Now, does this $650 include the entry? It has to, right?
Yes. The first thing is 2 Glen Close passes to Monde Green. Valid for all 4 days of shows. So you're, for that price, whatever it is, you're getting $900 worth of tickets.
Yeah.
So you're paying $1,100 basically for 2 people to camp in the RV there, as opposed to if you went the other way, just the 2 of you would be $800.
Right.
So what are the 2 prices? If a GA versus
right. It's $300 more for the 2 people, but then if you want extra people, you have to pay for Glen Close. For the other one, you all just show up. You got 8 people up in that motherfucker.
There's no extra
like,
charge.
Come on in. Right.
I mean, listen, if you guys are hanging out, I'm talking to chat now in Glen Close, I don't think we're going to be seeing you, because it sounds like I'm not paying to go to
Glen Close can come over
to
Glen Close can come into GA, and Monde Big Money can come over into GA too. But you can't go into Glen Close. Somebody, if a wook says, "Oh, the second location is in Glen Close," you can just be like, "I can't go to that second location."
You never follow a wook to a second location anyway. This is right. 4 spots would be 20 people, right?
Right. Yes, that sounds right. Or
yeah, up to 20 people per site, and that's a big spot. But see, I still don't think this is a great deal, because if you just go butt to nut with 4 cars without this pass, they're gonna fucking stagger you. And even if like somebody gets in and it's like in a weird like S shape or something, or on a diagonal, like I don't think that's that big of a deal.
No,
not $800 worth of a deal.
If you look at the frequently asked questions, one of the questions is, "Can I park next to my buddy?" And they say, if you want to do that and you don't want to pay for the group car camping, you just butt to butt and make sure the 4 of you
follow each other
in together.
Right, you got to go in together.
Yeah, you just gotta cooperate. You gotta plan it out. You gotta show up at the same time. You meet at a convenience store 5 miles off
Kev's
site.
house. Kev's driveway.
Yeah. You have your road sodas. You know, you get on the road.
An hour drive from here. I hope nobody would be stopping, because you'd see angry Kevin then. You can't make it an hour, even though you're going to be sitting in traffic for 3 hours.
An hour off, then you don't have to. But I'm saying if you're coming in from, God knows where, everybody just pick a fucking like Walmart. That's what I would do, is pick somewhere you could go like get your necessities. Right, you go in, you get your shit, you all get out, and you leave the lot. You show up together, and you're good to go.
Right, and even on 95 going in, and in Dover, there's the Delaware House or whatever it's called, right off the highway. So you could like have everybody meet at the Delaware House and then drive the last 20 miles to where the racetrack is.
Dude, do you see these tent rentals? They look kind of cool. Like I think they're not like in the cards for me. Kind of expensive, but like part of me is like, I don't know.
I tell you what, I'll get you a tent for half that.
You're gonna get me this kind of tent, a canvas tent with the
I'll get you one for half.
Half.
half. You're gonna give me 2 cots, 2 pillows, 2 linen
No.
sets, 1 bedside table, 1 solar
lantern.
Huh,
I
Kev?
get you an inflatable mattress. That'll be about it.
I'm not sleeping during the freaking festival. Like, I'm gonna pass out somewhere in my chair. It's
Exactly.
fine. Who cares?
Get that crick in your neck the next day. You're like,
And then you dance it out, and then you're fine by the end of the night.
then I'm sleeping by the third set Friday night.
No, yeah, my Friday. Yeah, I like that. My Friday.
I mean, these do look pretty dope, though. Like,
They do.
I like how they put it on like the background with like the perfect forest, so like on the beach, and like in reality, here it's like in a parking lot field with a bunch of dirty wooks, and doesn't have the same allure. Is there anything else worth checking out? Do we want to even get into the details of the full Monday? Because that confuses the shit out of me.
No.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Where's that RV lot at? We'll just scroll down. There's the glamping. I mean, those tents. Now those tents look nice, Tim. Those tents.
That's crazy.
See, this is what we were talking about the other day, though. If I were doing like just the wife and I, and like not planning on like hanging out or seeing anybody, I would do this and be all like secluded. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like everybody's gonna just be hanging out at GA.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you wanted a third kid or something,
nice, though.
Yeah, right.
Kev, you know what's gonna happen, right? We're gonna be set up in GA and slumming it, and then like a month beforehand, T's gonna announce that he spent extra money for Alex and him to go in one of these fucking glamping tents, and he's gonna show up for like 20 minutes before we go head over to the stage, and then the rest of the time we won't see him.
No, we'll never see him because it's all the way on the other side.
Right, he's gonna be with the bougie people. He's like, oh, I got a massage scheduled for 3 o'clock, but I'll see you guys later.
Hey, man, you're not lying.
Just tell me ahead of time, because maybe I'll do that too, and we'll let Kev handle the rest.
No, I want to just keep scrolling down. I want to see what the RV shit is on these, like
RV provided.
Oh, for $66.50
with water
just
for 2 people. What's view
what did
more?
You figure
How
RV
much for extras?
Were?
But then you add 4 people for $650. So every additional people are $650, or you can just get one all in 6 for 6 people at $9,850.
Yeah, you can add 4 up for $650 or $250. I can't see that good.
$650 for each one.
Wow.
But that's the full. Oh, hey, there's Llama. Curling must be over. Welcome, Llama. Hey, nice shirt. I was wearing mine today,
Kev,
too.
what did you say the rentals? What were the prices you were seeing for rentals?
$150 a night. $150 a night.
Wait 1 second. Yeah, I will. But
okay.
No, so let's add like $25 for tax, or like 50, right? Say 200 a night. How many nights is it?
7.
You need it for 7 nights?
You get it Wednesday because you want to get in early to get in the good GA lot, and you're not going to return it Monday when you leave there because you're going to have to clean it. Right?
Okay, still that's like $1,400.
Right, $1,400.
Right.
And you plus your 2 tickets is 9, so that's $2,300 for 2 people.
No, let's figure it out for 6. Or let's figure it out for 6.
Right, $1,400 plus however much it was, $800. So that's $2,200 for the RV pass and the RV split between 5 people.
$2,200, you said?
Yeah, it's like $400.
Yeah, you don't need to have them provide a fucking RV.
If it's 6 people, it's $350. But that's cool. I mean, if I had the money, I'd do that. But
yeah,
I got 2 kids in college.
Got a kitchen. Okay, so that's luxury.
Where do you want me to go
packages. To? I just want to see what the rest of it. Look, there's luxury motor coach packages as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can contact them. It goes even higher. They've really
that's where Peter and Rick are going to be. It's the green room package.
Leveled up the VIP experiences, or I mean, not even VIP, just sort of the luxury options that you have when it comes to not just sleeping on the ground in a field now.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that though. Like, part of me's like, it's like a really cool, fun way
There's
to.
too many options, though. I don't understand. Like, there's a lot. I wonder how many people do that full rental of an RV through them. I mean, I guess maybe pricing it out. I don't know, Kev. It's not cheaper just to go through them than having to rent one, because then you're
Oh,
not dealing with
it's
having to.
definitely. I mean, if it was 65 or how much was the Glen Close? 3,000 something. I mean, I think it's 2,200
But
if
you're
you
not
buy it plus
paying
the
to have
spot.
to drive it either, though, right? Like, you're getting it
Well,
there.
Glen Close, you have to drive it to. You have to rent your own. Only the full Monde.
Right.
Full
Only the
Monday's
full
the one where you
Monty
don't
one.
do
That's what I'm
shit.
saying, though. Right.
Yes, they are, Jason, but I'm not going to publicly say where I was looking.
Yeah, but I feel like there were hidden fees and shit that they were gonna
Once
get
you
you
go to the
on.
checkout, it's like, yeah.
Right, all of a sudden it's like 300 a day.
No, that's not the way this
Our
system
argument's
works.
sake though, 300 a day is fucking
2,100
which is still a
under
third
that.
of the cost for the full Monday.
Mhm.
But the passes. All right, I got a question for you. Let's get out of the numbers because my head's swimming again and it's fucking my head up. But part of me, because I never got to go to the old, I wasn't, old enough or wealthy enough in 1.0 to hit the original festivals. And there's part of me that just like wants to do an old school, like relive the youth and like capture a traditional experience. And all this extra shit doesn't feel like, I don't know. I feel vulnerable talking like this, but it just doesn't feel like a fucking fish festival when you're glamping or in like a fancy ass bus or something. Like, I want to like, part of me just wants to be like in a tent, like in the grass, like
Sleeping on the
surrounded
gravel.
by fans and shit,
Wake up with gravel in your face and shit. Looks like you got rice thrown at you at a wedding.
You think you've been passed out for hours, but you realize you still have the balloon in your hand and it was all just a right?
Yeah, I'm with you there because I keep thinking back to all the. I mean, it's been a long time since I went to a fish festival, but you basically showed up, you tried to sort of put your tent up, and you started drinking beer, and then before you knew it, it was Sunday night, and they were lighting shit on fire, and you
Yeah,
had to
how
go
old
home.
were you then, though, Kev?
Okay.
But I'm
Listen,
saying
you
now,
and Victor, but I'm not saying it's the right choice. I'm not saying I'm not going to have a hard time recovering. I fully expect all of September to go into my recovery, but I feel like this is the chance. Like this is, I'm going to do it and I'm going to regret it, but I want to regret it.
if you really want to like relive the days that you were denied because of when you were born, then sure, then go all in, right? Then go for it and do that. Do it that way. I would say for sure.
Have that
But I mean, I
experience,
think
my midlife crisis.
if you're
At
going
Monday
Wednesday,
Green.
that's a lot of. I mean, that's a long time.
But honestly, in like the last couple of years, there were times that like I slept in the car at like fucking Deer Creek or like, you know what I mean? Like we've done wookish type shit and it was fine. I feel like if anything, maybe a little bit better.
It's going to be fantastic.
He's already decided he's getting the Luna Bell tent rental. He's going to go glamping and we're going to see him for an hour each day.
Look, man, I've lived that life though that you want to. I've done those. I'm good. Like I do want a massage or two, like during this run, especially on the feet. Like yes, I do. My body hurts after. I have trouble doing more than 2-night runs anywhere, even in a fucking comfortable out here, even sleeping in my own bed. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, camping, no. Like the very least.
Camping's out of the question for you. There's no camping.
No way.
What about glamping or you're RVing, right?
I mean, yeah, I think that's what I would prefer to do the RV. Like if we're gonna do anything with everybody.
You bringing Alex?
No.
Okay.
It's just me. We're going like we gotta.
Are you gonna be with your crew or are you coming and staying with our RV?
He's going to be with his crew.
Just go solo.
All right, then fucking crash an RV.
I know.
Actually, that's a good segue. If you would like to support wook+ and our endeavor to make it to Monday Green and have an RV, we have super thanks and super chat, or you become a member. We actually have become an LLC officially, so we can write off this type of stuff if it goes to.
We have to work 4 hours a day.
Well, that's what I was going to say, though. So you got to sell it on the flip side is if we go, we'll provide lots of content.
Lots of content. After shows, pre-shows.
Lot content. We'll have Kevin and I figured out some streaming things, so we'll definitely stream live from the lot and from the venues and stuff. Probably not obviously from inside the show, but from definitely the circus that's all around us there. So we'll definitely be on air a lot.
I decided I'm going to bring back wook+live. So
Nice.
It's been a couple of years, but I think we'll have a wook+live at the festival.
There you go. Nice. Talk to Llama. Llama's been working on the Chronicle. Maybe he should make a Chronicle for it. Like, he's been doing good with those.
Victor, your membership's not showing up. I'll look into that for you, but welcome either way. I'll double check and see why that's not why the badge isn't populating. But welcome to the crew.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. You want to go through any more of this Monday Green? I think that's what we landed on is do a GARV pass, and we all just camp at the site and just have one site, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Is Llama in or not?
I don't know. He's gonna let us know in a couple months, probably.
He's eating a taco.
What is the difference between the GA one and the Glen Close one?
Access and bragging rights.
Yeah.
And probably a different wristband that,
There's two other entrants. There's one general admission entrance, and then Glen Close has its own private entrance. And
yeah, we're gonna RV Brian.
Monday Green has or whatever, the big Monde, the full Monde.
Oh boy, there it is.
We're on our
going
way.
to the RV. All right, that's
RV
fund.
The RV. Start the RV fund. Put it to the side. That doesn't.
I get it. Listen, see, I agree with you. By the way, on like what you're saying, and I know that if I like go too hard, I'm gonna be like, man, I wish I was doing what T did. I'm just being honest that there is a part of me, and I'm in touch enough with myself to admit that it might be a little bit of a midlife crisis type of thing, right? Where like you want to relive that, but like the festival days, I missed that. Like I wasn't Fish Festival, but like I did a lot in like 09 through 15, and I missed a lot of that shit, and it's been forever. I don't know, man.
I hear you. Hard. No, I get you. I got you. I do need the VIP. I am like, put me backstage. Hell, you know what? Put me to work in the merch stand for a couple hours. I'm fine doing that too. Then throw me backstage in the air conditioning, like side of stage for the show. Like I'm fine. I'm easy. Like I prefer being able to sit and like I've spent my time in the middle of fucking a giant. You know what I mean?
Like at GA though, you just bring a fucking folding chair.
Yeah, anything you need.
I did at Dick's this year. I had my chair on the floor at Dick's because of the leg injury. It was great. Like I got to sit many a times during the show.
We'll have a full sundries available. Or whatever. That's the key though. You bring in things like shampoo, and people will pay big money for them because they'll forget that, and then they'll be all grimy. And you'll be like,
all the little travel bottles. I'm telling you,
$5 for a travel bottle.
Dude, one of the Bonnaroos I was at, Garnier or whatever the green bottle is, they set up a booth where they had running water and they would wash your hair like they do at like the salon and shit.
Ooh.
And now it was literally the most incredible experience of my life because it was after 3 days of being in 100+ degree weather. Because I don't know if you've ever been to Manchester or Mansfield or ever Tennessee. It was like over 100 degrees every single day, completely cooked out of my mind. And then you get that smell, that real fruity smell in the cold water. Every time I smell that smell, instant bliss. I'm just like, oh, I love this shit.
That's a great and you still remember it. See,
that was 20 years ago, and it's still locked in my head, or 15 years ago, whatever it was. It's that instant association with the smell.
It's great. That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like whoever was washing the hair. Oh, wait, maybe they didn't have people wash hair. Maybe I just washed it.
Maybe those were my magic hands.
Ooh, it's my hands. I felt
that is the best part about going to the hair.
The magic was in you all the time.
It was. Just assumed it.
Mama, you got to decide if you're going to the festival, man. We got to make plans.
Worst case, I produced back home, right? From back home.
No, I don't give a shit about. I mean, I do care about the content and everything, but I want to hang out.
Right.
Also, I want to just figure out our plans and head counts and shit, so I can
Let me see how some other things shake out, right?
Yeah. No, you're fine. I'm no pressure, man. It's cool.
All right.
How's curling? You guys win? Was it just practice?
It was just a board meeting, so we just
wait, you're on the board?
Yeah.
That's
There's
sick.
a curling board.
There's a curling board.
Well, somebody's got to
As
organize
opposed to the
shit,
curling
right?
iron.
Yes, there's a curling iron that goes on the curling board.
Oh shit! I don't know.
What other questions do we have about Monday Green?
I have a question about
satisfied
it.
Now,
I have a question for you guys.
okay.
What songs do they have to do because of misheard lyrics?
Moment Dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one I said the other night.
See, I used to Weekapa, people would say it said trying to make a woman that you'll move.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the Prison of Limes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like every Fish song I've
Has
had
that.
misheard
Yeah.
lyrics.
Yeah, roll with a cantaloupe. Roll like a cantaloupe. That'd be huge.
Yeah.
I'm just
Hey,
kind
Elise,
of hesitant and embarrassed to bring them up because I don't want to say a lyric that I think it is and then find out on air that I'm still way the fuck off. I don't pay that close attention to
That
lyrics.
you were right.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
All right.
But they got to do Purple Haze, right? Excuse
Why?
me while I kiss this guy.
All right. Well, anyway, before we get off of this, I guess reminders: travel packages go on sale tomorrow. Hey, what's up, bro?
Brother Wook.
Hey.
We're trying to figure out Monday
What's that?
Green. You call me
Are
later.
you
so we
coming,
can
Brother
figure out.
Wook? Are you coming
What?
with us?
He has an RV, but it's in disrepair, so I don't.
Well,
I don't
get working
think it's
on that
even
and
a
come
trip.
pick us up.
Well,
Get
shit,
working on
man.
that, my man.
What? No time like now to get it repaired.
Right? Yeah. If you're not getting motivated for a fish festival, that shit's never getting fixed.
Never getting
It's
done.
gonna be there as a write-off when he sells his house. He'll be like, yeah, sorry.
I'll throw in the RV out back. They're like the one with weeds growing through the floorboards.
Exactly.
No, I don't think it's gonna.
No,
sell
there's
it.
not.
No.
So, well, here's the thing, though. I think the RV passes and I think the special access is going to sell out pretty quick. But if you want to go, just go. You absolutely will be able to go. There's not going to be anyone that wants to go that can't go on, outside of like financial reasons.
And you guys are all on board with it. They're going to do Dick's. So a lot of people aren't going to come from the West. They're going to be like, screw it. I'll just go to Dick's.
I think they will. I think this is going to be big numbers.
You think?
I don't know. Everyone I've
Gathering
talked
of
to,
the
this is
tribe.
the hype. This is the thing that they're most hyped about. More than the Sphere, more than New Year's I mean, not this past New Year's. Everybody's hyped about that. But you know what I mean? Like, everybody's super hyped about having a festival again.
Yeah.
I think because of Curveball and everything and all the bullshit.
And how long it's been since, and how we
9 years, 10 years
like
almost.
The New Year said something we didn't think would really happen again would be a festival. Like it was kind of one of those things on the fence. So it's kind of just the relief of it happening, and it's happening.
We're gonna be there.
They could have waited for tax returns to come back.
I have a question. We're gonna drop and ditch the 15 minutes after encore thing, right? And we're just gonna say some point after the show when we mosey back.
However long I tell you what, however long it takes me to walk out of the show and back to the RV is how long it'll take.
Yeah, but
you're gonna do it by yourself.
That could be like 2
Right.
hours.
We all get back and knock it out. We do our half hour, and then we can just rage.
Could do it while we're raging.
I would just say make sure your notifications are turned on, so then that way you'll
like
know.
and subscribe.
Ring that bell, baby. Ring that bell.
All right, let's see what else we got.
All right.
I got to put the
Big stuff.
set
Big
list
stuff.
back up.
Oh yes, Swifties versus Strings. So,
aren't you glad we decided to check this out?
the story is some guy stole a poster of Taylor Swift, and the police didn't like it, so they released footage, and the guy had a Billy Strings had one. So Billy Strings took to Instagram to plead for his life from the Swifties.
I mean, that is actually. I mean, it's funny as shit, obviously, but they are super hardcore. Like, I would not want to be on the wrong side of that fan base.
No.
They probably scare me
Or
more.
her.
than
Where's
most
Swift
fan
Plus? I don't see a Swift Plus.
bases.
Sure, there is one somewhere. Have you looked for it?
Wait, somebody figured out. All right. That's our marketing live 50 minutes after Encore. That is going to be really sick doing after shows from the RV, I think. Like
And
from,
well, let me ask you this: do we do the after show after the fourth set, whichever night they do it, or do we do it
anytime
after
they
the
play and then Encore, we do it. Oh, no. Yeah. So you're saying just the set? Yeah.
fourth
Anytime they
set?
play, I think you do an after show.
Because I'll
We're gonna
probably be
have to do
sitting
it, like,
listening to that at the campground.
inside the
radio.
RV though, because like it's gonna be dark. We're not like packing lights in with us and like a generator for lights.
Oh yeah,
So
we'll have
to
to
like,
be in the RV.
in the RV, crammed in the around the little table thing. Like,
Yeah.
that'll be great. Oh, that'll be fun.
All right. Cool. Yeah, that Swifty thing was funny. I thought that was hilarious.
All right, let's see. What's up, T?
I'm
Taper's
interested that
Choice
that guy,
interview.
why he stole the poster in the first place, though, and if he actually was a Billy Strings fan, because that's an interesting.
Probably his girlfriend wanted it. I'll get you
Ah.
one, babe.
Shit, I forgot to get her a birthday present. Hey, look at there's a Taylor Swift poster. I'm stealing it.
Wait. Are the set list times released yet?
I don't know.
For Mexico, they were, or the Mexico.
Oh
time.
no,
they
it
won't
says here on
release
the
that for a
FAQ that the
while.
festival schedule will be available closer to the event dates. But
It'll be-
they announced how many sets they were playing, right? Or did they just say how many days?
This days. Like I said before, you're going to get a 2.5 hour on Thursday. You're going to get 3 sets on Friday.
Wait,
4
so Thursday's
sets
a
on
2-day
Saturday.
normal 2-day or 2-set encore, right?
Yeah. No, it's going to be Thursday will be a one long set, 2 hours and 30 minutes.
No encore or encore?
Well, they'll do an encore,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Okay,
the
okay.
set, and then the next day it'll be 3 sets Friday. Saturday will be 4 sets with the late night set, and then Sunday will be 2, and they're out of there.
Yeah. That sounds reasonable.
Because
I
they
don't
want
know.
everybody to go back as soon as they can on Sunday to the campground and hopefully calm down so they can clear that shit out by Monday
Get
evening.
the fuck out Monday morning.
Right.
Do all your drugs. Go home.
Right. Some people will be rolling out afterwards. Gotta get to work tomorrow. Yeah.
Yo,
Oh,
so in college, I went to a festival with my brother. He's actually on, and I was taking summer classes. I had a calculus final, and it was on that Monday after the festival. And instead of like studying her, and that was the one that I didn't sleep at. I was telling you about that we were just like raged for like 4 days straight. Fucking aced it. Got like a 96 on it. And I didn't even get literally drove from the festival to the final. Like I didn't even get to go back to my apartment or anything.
So you were extra wook.
Well, yeah, you know.
They were like, dude, just pass him. Get him fucking out of the room.
Dude, do not do the hotels through Fish. The hotel packages are insane. They're per person, not per room. Hotels in Delaware, if you're not from around here, are cheap as shit. There's
Well, it's
absolutely
summer.
zero
It is
reason.
summer.
What?
It's summer in the beaches and all.
No, man. They had hotels in Wilmington that were going like $300 a person. You could get like fucking 5-star Marriott for those prices. Not that you should, but
Is
I'd
there a
find one
five-star
like, do they
hotel?
have any like Four Seasons or anything with like a nice spa for Monday that you could really, get a nice good
we really
good
got to
couple
play up your
massages in.
bouginess on the channel.
A hot tub, like hey, when I'm not looking at it, I like to enjoy.
Well, wait. Last time we did a Q&A, everybody got the questions in as we were like running credits and getting out. So we're going to tease an interview that T's been editing that he did with Llama. But while he's doing this tease, if you guys going to talk about anything or direct our conversation, doesn't need to actually be a question. You can just like suggest shit that you want us to talk about. But Think about that. Put that in the chat. But in the meantime, T, you've been working hard on something. You want to give a little sneak peek?
Yeah, Llama and I, before Christmas, we sat down with CT and Alex from Taper's Choice and had another little sit-down interview with them to talk about all things Choice from Choice Fest 2 to the end of the year, because it was kind of a big year for them. So we've been editing that together since I got back from New Year's, and today we just were working on some stuff, and I clipped together a little bit. It's a little rough. It'll be cleaned up more by the time we get it out, but here's a little tease of what we talked to them about and what they had to say. Okay, we'll jump into tour. If you're cool. If you're good.
Yeah. I mean, you know as much as we do, man.
Yeah. I know. Well, that's why I wanted to get a little bit from your side of the fence on things, because I know a lot of like what I saw, but just with you guys kind of in general, like any big moments that stick out for you guys personally.
I think that in general, like speaking really earnestly for a second, like the tour felt really good. It felt really like, because it's sort of one thing, we played a lot in LA and to sort of like build a kind of like small local following, but we were able to, I would say that the Taper's Choice fan community is small but growing and fierce. And there's more people than we've met, I think, obviously, and they'll probably jump in the comments and yell, come to Chicago or come to Seattle, as two of you want to do all the time. But we got to meet a lot of people in person whose like handles we recognize from the internet. And we got to like feel sort of support of more people than I think we had anticipated, which just felt like, it felt really good. It felt really amazing to like get out there and do that. It felt like, like this, like sort of like Philly show that we're talking about, or even Providence, which was like a really small crowd, but like the energy coming off the crowds was really strong. And that was really inspiring for us to like, keep doing what we're doing. So I don't know. We're going to go on tour again, obviously, at some juncture, but you'll never forget your first tour.
All right, well, I'll give a specific one because Alex did a nice earnest general. And it was mentioned, not the balloons.
You're
for me
slowly
so much,
moving out of tease
something about the
territory,
Big Brown the Barn show, which weirdly enough, just kind of sitting on my studio thing. I've got the tape copy, Boogie Big Brown. That I don't know. There's something. It was like kind of hard to find. Not a like. Just this like really vibey atmosphere from obviously the hosts, to the show, to feeling like, for me personally, like the touring that I've done for a long time has been, we got like pretty organized pretty quickly in a way that is awesome, obviously, but I still like that sort of fly by the seat of pants, like when you're.
He's very wookish. I love his wook mentality. Like he goes on to kind of talk about how he likes the fact that you can pull up to a place and not know exactly what the venue's going to look like or who's going to be there yet. And it's kind of cool because, like he was saying, Vampire Weekend kind of blew up and they started playing bigger venues pretty quickly, and he didn't really go through that small thing.
Didn't get to experience that.
Like we were talking about actually the other night, last night on the Fish re-listen about playing those smaller venues and stuff, how it's such a unique time for the bands because you're in the smaller venue and you're growing, so it's like it's that fun time to see them as the audience too. So it's cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to that. You have any idea when you think you'll get it out, or
hopefully it's coming on hopefully in the next week or two. I my plan is I'd like to release it with another show as well. So it's kind of those two things together. So we will hopefully within the next week or two, though. Definitely before Mexico, both things will be coming out. So we'll have some of that to hold us over until there's the Fish after show. So
nice. I like this question because oh no, what the fuck?
It wasn't me.
Our producer decided to finally produce after fucking 51 minutes. God damn it.
The state of the scene is fantastic.
Anyway, let me go back to my transition before Llama just decided to produce. This is something Kevin and I have been discussing and kind of, I would say, disagreeing in a friendly manner as to where things stand, because you're not super positive on the Goose's future, right? You think things are in kind of a tough situation. I think that their future is bright. It might, I think
you went right to Goose, and I'm seeing everything else in the world.
That's what the transition was, because you said bands breaking up, and you said that they're on the, you know.
Oh, well, yeah. What I said was, for people watching who did not see it, is that once Trevor's gone, it's just the Rick band.
But Trevor's not leaving. That's not a thing.
But
Kev's rumor.
Overload says
Kev's gonna
different.
start some fucking tabloid shit.
I'm just saying, like, Oberlo, you know, I don't know. I just feel like, but your point was that no matter what it is, as long as Rick is there, it's Goose because it's his band.
Right. It is. I think that's his mentality, and I think he's gonna fight like hell to make it work. And also, it's his cash cow. Why the fuck would he not make it work? He's not.
Totally.
He could be a Dave Matthews figure. He could go out just as the Rick mitochondria.
Nobody can even pronounce his last name. The fact, I mean, in order to be Dave Matthews, he'd have to change his last name.
That's
But
good.
in the scene in general, though, I don't know. Like, Sully was making it sound like shit's in dire straits, but like, I don't feel like it's really all that bad. Maybe it's because I'm like through the
right. Right. The festival scene, though, is the thing. And summer camp is coming back as something else. They've renamed it and they're doing it. You still have things like Pigeons is going to do Dome Fest, and there's a lot of smaller festivals. But yes, Peach Fest got bought out, and whoever bought it, MyMP or Live Nation or whoever bought it, decided to put it. I think Locken's been gone for a while, though, hasn't it?
Yeah.
19 was the last one, I think, or last one I remember. But like Bonnaroo too, Rue's been on the decline for years and years and years, and every once in a while they'll throw in, you know, a heady headliner, and people are like, "Oh, it's coming back," and then like the next year it's back to like.
But beyond the festival part, the scene itself, I mean, Spafford's knocking it out of the park. Humphreys is on fire.
Is
They're
back
out
in full force. Mo sounds great. They've added keyboards.
Pigeons is going out, and they have a couple shows with Karina. They have a couple shows with Tand. They have a show with Yam Yam, so they're bringing in some other bands. They were just with Dogs in a Pile, you know.
And I feel like, you know, it's obviously we talk like Fish, but like I think they're playing the best they've played in a decade or two, and they're motivated and inspired, and they have a fuck ton of shows, you know.
Yeah.
Yam Yam rocks, Sully. I'm a big fan of Yam Yam. If you haven't checked them out, they're out of Pennsylvania. Got a sax. It's a cool sound.
Nothing wrong with
sax. Spafford has been just
big fan.
Fire. Their show got canceled tonight in Buffalo, and they tweeted, "Watch out, Pittsburgh," or something like that. So the next night's gonna be off the hook.
That's awesome.
I want to get back and see more Mo shows. I saw a shit ton of Mo, you know, before 3.0 came back, and then it kind of fell off.
Have you listened to them with the keyboard player?
Yeah, I know.
What do you make of that?
Fantastic.
My thing with Mo was always, what I loved about him was that there was no keyboard, but then they had Jim, and the xylophone thing is kind of,
and the vibraphone parts, which I also love that too. But see, they wrote all the music without the keyboardist, but then added him into the parts. So I think it works out really well, and I like the way he jams. He's not over intrusive though.
No,
like he's not overbearing. He just kind of fits in and keeps the groove going, and I like it.
I feel like on their albums though, they've always used keyboards.
No.
Yeah, I think there's always been keyboards pop up.
No way, man. I'm just thinking like No Doy and Conk, and there's not a fucking keyboard on any one of those songs.
Tin Cans, Car Tires, on No Doy, there's keyboards.
No, there's not. Name one song off of No Doy that has keyboards. Somebody that knows Mo better than me, speak up and let me know if I'm being an idiot.
All right.
I'm just like, what is that? That's like, yeah, there's no keys on Tin Cans. Okay, but that's not like.
There's no keys on the album. Like, according to Wikipedia, there's no keys on the album.
Well,
he tried.
Kevin doesn't
All
like
right,
when I
kick
call him
the
out on
next
that
one.
shit.
I was thinking of the next one. I'm sorry. Tin cans and car tires has it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
any other questions? Yeah. No, I know Al played the little keyboard, but that's different than I think having like a keyboard playing like full synths and shit. I don't know. I don't know. Who gives a shit?
Wikipedia,
Yeah. All
One
right.
song on that next album had piano, and that was it. Like one
There's a
song had piano.
Wurlitzer. There's a Wurlitzer on one of the songs.
Which song?
Okay, Kev.
Plane Crash.
That's a good song.
And it has strings on it too on the album. They have a full string section. Whatever.
That's fine, man. All right. I think that's it. Did we come up with a plan? Did we feel better about Monday Green? Or
No, you know what our plan is?
What's our plan?
When we finish here, you're calling up John. You're going to get him to fix that fucking RV so we don't have to rent an RV.
He said he's going to fix it up.
So all we need is the RV pass. We need to buy one ticket in the RV pass, and everyone else can buy their tickets later.
Yeah.
No, I will not be hitting dicks.
Probably not.
That's way too close. 2 weeks later, another $2,000.
And another, I mean, 4 nights. I don't know. Yeah, that's tough.
I don't think they're going to do it because they want everybody to get to the festival. But
I mean,
that's why they announced the festival and go on sale now. And then Dick's will go on sale with the summer tour in like March, April, May, in like May, March, April, May.
All right, brother Wook's in. All we got to do is get the RV pass now.
Right.
That's all we got to worry about.
Yeah.
All
got it.
We're in. We love brother
Gee, you
Wook.
want to take care of that? I mean, I'm just saying, you got the money for the massages. You can hook us up.
Yep, we're getting the Glen Close pass if I'm buying.
Yes.
We need you guys to the promised land.
We need
we'll make it a working trip. We're gonna make lots of good content and rage our faces off.
Now that we're incorporated, can we get a credit card?
No. nobody's giving us a line of credit.
Account? We don't have a corporate account.
I got a call. I don't want to get into the business side of it too much, but it was really funny. So when you set up a business, you still have to set up accounts and shit. And like I had people call me back. Nobody knows what a wook is in the like professional world. So everybody calls me back. They're like, "Hi, is this wook?" And they're like, "Wook,
Mr. Wook."
Yeah, like I'm calling you back to set up your wook account. I'm like, what? They're like, am I saying that wrong? I'm like, yeah, wook. They're like, wook.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh, that's
but
good.
No, we're official. Wook Media. Woohoo! It's real. All right. Where are these credits?
I did. I roughed it.
The band did not rough it.
Yeah, the band didn't. They were staying with family. A lot of them friends. They had all up and down the East Coast. In Burlington, the Vermont shows, I roughed it roughly, like very roughly, and then I treated myself in Providence and Philly. So, and then I stayed with some friends and family in New York and Boston. And
New York.
So it was good.
Business trip. It's all a business trip.
Deductions. Pay it all. It all's a write off.
Oh! I owe Eric a story. Can I give Eric a story? Are you still there, Eric? No.
Part of me really wants to cut you off mid-story with the credits, but I'll let you. You could just say it.
All right. Well, we were talking about Dead Ahead, and
Sorry.
Go ahead. Yo.
I even wait.
No, that was a good one. Do it, Cav. Go. That was really
good.
funny.
I'm good. We'll see you next week.
He's like Charlie Brown with Lucy with the football. Like, just come on, Cav. He won't do it again. He won't pull it out from under you. It was like, no way.
No, but now I know.
We'll see you Sunday morning, 10 o'clock Sunday morning.
We've been doing this for too long. He knows as soon as he starts telling it again, I'm going to do it. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Man. You should be telling the story now, Cav. Let's see with the football. Monde Green. Look at that guy.